Hello friends, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in all parts of the world. It's time for us to get a little bit deluded. It's time for us to get a little bit very deluded. Because in this video, we're going to be diving into the combined 11 Arsenal Spurs this season. Only fit players is what we are doing in this one. We don't want to include any players that are actually out injured. So Gabriel Jesus, Richarlison, Dejan Kulusevski, all those players are actually not going to be included in our combined 11. And the question in this video is very simple. Go in the comment section and let me know. Currently, Arsenal are table leaders, so every other team must fit their team in ours this campaign in a combined 11. So how many Spurs players would you actually insert into this Arsenal team currently? How many of their players do get in this team? I think I reckon Harry Kane does. I think there will be some key battles between maybe Hegolori and Aaron Ramsdale. I just reckon. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind. But we're going to be diving into that. Player per player, position per position. Hit the like button for me. Let's get this video to 500 likes, and in the comment section let me know what is your combined 11. You might not need to do a whole combined 11. Just let me know which Spurs players would you swap for Arsenal players in our current 11 right now. That is what we're going to be doing in this video. So thanks to the BBC for giving me this kind of template. I didn't ask for permission to use it, but I'm using it anyway, so let's get into it. Now, in goal, I'm playing a 4-3-3, by the way, if you've not actually realized. I'm playing a 4-3-3 system because that is what Arsenal play, and I think Antonio Conte also predominantly would love to use that. I mean, that front three, that midfield three, and then the back four at times. So in goal, I think there is a huge war between Hugo Lloris and Aaron Ramsdale. And I think Hugo Lloris has cost Spurs a few points this campaign. Ramsdale, on the other hand, yes, I think the few goals we've conceded, and I'm like, we should have not considered that one. He could have done better, maybe. But I'm slightly going to go with Aaron Ramsdale because he's been a more consistent goalkeeper, and I don't remember many times that I've come on a match reaction and I said we would have won that game or we wouldn't have dropped points if it weren't for Ramsdale. Of course, we've not actually lost so many points this campaign, but we've considered it in a few games, and I don't see Ramsdale as a problem. Yes, there might be a few instances where it was a little bit close. The goalkeeper maybe should have done better, and I've talked about it on a couple of occasions, but for now, Aaron Ramsdale is covered. I think he's really doing very well this campaign. Now at right back, this would be right back, right? So we have Cedric Soares, Ben Davies, Eric Dyer, Matt Doherty, Emerson Royal, Gabriel, Rob Holding, Lenglet, Takero Tomiyasu, Ivan Perisic, Reguilon, Christian Romero, William Saliba, Davinson Sanchez, Pape Matasar, Ryan Sessegnon, and Jade Spence, and a couple of other players, right? I think the key battle here is between Benjamin White and Emerson Royal, right? And Emerson Royal. To be honest, there is no debate here. Maybe if it was Matt Doherty who had played a couple of minutes for Spurs, maybe we would have had a discussion, but Emerson Royal, he's been absolutely atrocious for Spurs. I don't think there is any Spurs fan who would actually come on this show and challenge me that Ben White has not been the better right back of the two. Emerson Royal, big mistakes. I think he can improve as a player. The fact that Antonio Conte trusts him and gives him a lot of game time means he can improve as a player. There is room to improve as a player, and the manager sees that. But currently, no. I think Ben White has been the better player. Let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong still, okay? And then, let's go to left back, okay? Let's go to left back. It is Alexander Zinchenko and Ivan Perisic. This one is very tight. This is very tight. Alexander Zinchenko, massive impact ever since coming into this Arsenal side. He's had a very massive impact, of course. And then Ivan Perisic, you could argue that Perisic has been one of Spurs' best player, right? So I'm going to go with Ivan Perisic, given the fact that he's been consistent at that age. He's been more consistent than Alexander Zinchenko. Zinchenko, of course, suffering a few injuries here and there, but there's no question when Zinchenko has been fit, when he's been okay, he's been marvelous for Arsenal. But I still take Ivan Perisic. I love him as a player. I just love the fact that he's one of those, never-ending, never-aging players and as well. So I'm going to go with Ivan Perisic, but you can let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong about that, right? So let's go to the centre-back partnership. Right centre-back, right centre-back, it is it's either you're gonna go with either William Saliba from Arsenal, which I think should be the wise decision. Saliba has been quite a very, very good player. Then you have the likes of Davinson Sanchez. You also have Christian Romero from Spurs. Spurs this season defensively, again, I can't give them much. I don't think they have a player who's been better than William Saliba this campaign. So still, I'm going to go with William Saliba at right centre-back. He's been better. He's been the better player. And I think even if it's against Christian Romero, he's been the better player. William Saliba, a few mistakes maybe due to fatigue from the World Cup and also due to that lack of experience as a player, but he's amazing. He's been absolutely amazing as a player. Left centre-back, you have options. We have Gabriel at left centre-back from Arsenal. And who else? Who plays left centre-back for Spurs? I mean, is it Davinson Sanchez? At times, maybe. But this is a no-brainer. It is Gabriel. It's Gabriel Magalhaes. I think, look, although many people actually don't rate him, I think Gabriel Magalhaes is one of those players that deserve a lot of respect from Premier League fans. He's consistent. He's solid. Yes, at times he takes those stupid decisions and that could actually cost the team. But apart from that, great centre-back. Really, really great centre-back, especially this campaign, okay? So let's go to the midfield, and we are going to have a couple of hard decisions to make in midfield, but I think this one is going to be self-explanatory, okay? So you're going to have Rodrigo Bentancur, Yves Bissouma for Spurs, and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, okay? For Arsenal, there is Thomas Partey, Martin Odegaard, and Granit Xhaka. I think the first player when it comes to defensive midfield should be Thomas Partey and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. I'm still contemplating, okay? I'm still contemplating. Has Thomas Partey been the better player or Pierre-Emile Højbjerg? I'm going to have to be a little bit tilted, okay? I'm going to have to be a little bit tilted in this one. I'm going to go with Thomas Partey. Defensive midfield. And Spurs fans, listen to me. Then, instead of Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, I'm going to go with Rodrigo Bentancur in there as well. And then to complete the midfield three is Martin Odegaard. Okay? And this is my justification for that. Okay. This is my justification for that. Now, I think Pierre-Emile Højbjerg is a great player and has had a very, very great campaign for Spurs. But Thomas Partey this season, the levels he is hitting, you can only compare Rodri, Manchester City. I think Joe Palhinha, Fulham. Maybe Casemiro. Maybe. Just maybe. Casemiro, because he's on fire at the moment. So maybe Casemiro as well. Thomas Partey, a lot of disrespect on his name, a lot of disregard from pundits, from all these English English newsmakers. They never even rate him as one of the best 5 central midfielders or defensive midfielders in the Premier League. They rate Fabinho over him this campaign. It is absolutely atrocious, but Thomas Partey is a no-brainer. Rodrigo Bentancur over Granit Xhaka all day. Absolutely all day. Now, get me right. Xhaka has been my best player at Arsenal in midfield. Maybe very consistent. delivering whenever we ask him. And of course, in the first game, had a very nice goal against Spurs, just to kill the game off and make sure that we are all right. Just make sure that we're okay. But Rodrigo Bentancur, guys, he's another level. He's another level of a player. And maybe Spurs are struggling a little bit, and that's why no one actually notices him. And then that injury that he actually picked up. But Rodrigo Bentancur this campaign, absolutely brilliant. Odegaard, no words to explain. Then there are no words to explain. The creativity, the leadership, the decisiveness, the maturity, everything. He has everything. There's so many. There are very few players that have got the qualities that Martin Odegaard possesses, and the quality that he actually brings onto the pitch. There is a feeling that he's going to be up there with Kevin De Bruyne. Maybe in the next 2 or 3 years, he will be hitting those levels Kevin De Bruyne is hitting at Manchester City. He can. He definitely can. Calm, composed, creative, focused, leader. Everything you want in a Premier League, prodigy. This boy has got it, and he's still very, very young. He's only turned 24, so we're expecting the best out of our captain. Okay, so Arsenal time down to a long-term contract. I want to do that video very, very soon. All right, I don't have time. Now let's go to the front three. This is where the real debate is. All right, now down to the middle is Harry Kane. I don't want anyone to have a debate about this. Harry Kane, this campaign is absolutely phenomenal, absolutely magnificent. The numbers he's hitting. Have you seen him score a goal every 90 minutes in the Premier League, guys? How many goals does he have? I mean, let's just Google it, right? Let's just Google it right here. How many goals does he have in the Premier League so far? Because it feels like he's scoring a goal per 90. So, top scorers. Let's go with top scorers. Okay, let's go with Harry Kane maybe. That would be the easier one. Harry Kane. No. We want the Harry Kane statistics, right? Harry Kane. We want the Harry Kane statistics. There you are. So Harry Kane statistics. Here are his statistics. 18 games in the Premier League, 15 damn goals. Wow. He's only 2 goals away from hitting the levels he was hitting last campaign. Marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. So for me, Harry Kane is a no-brainer. He must be the center forward in this team. And if anyone disagrees, I would be quite very, very shocked that anyone disagrees with this one. To the left, Heung-min Son. This is the left, right? Heung-min Son has not been his best for Spurs. Lucas Moura not played very, very minutes, and the likes of Bryan Gil and Richarlison have actually not played as many minutes. So that is where Gabriel Martinelli wins the spot. Where is he? Where is Gabriel Martinelli? Where is that boy? Where are you, Gabriel Martinelli? Because we need to talk about. Have I included Gabriel Martinelli already in the team? It's impossible. Where did I include him? Let's have a look. Oh, okay. This is this should be this is Odegaard, right? This should be Martin Odegaard. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to add Martin Odegaard to that to the left, but that should be Gabriel Martinelli. Okay, that should be Gabriel Martinelli. So Martinelli for me has been better than Heung-min Son this campaign. Son, of course, has scored a couple of goals, like around 4 or 5, and Martinelli has also not scored very, very many. But in terms of the impact, in terms of what we expected, I think Martinelli has overly achieved beyond his expectations. And Heung-min Son this season, silent. He's actually underperformed given the expectations we actually had in him. Okay, so I'm going to go. I'm going to go with Gabriel Martinelli over Heung-min Son. And on the right hand side, that is where the real question now is. Is it Bukayo Saka or Dejan Kulusevski? All right. Is it Bukayo Saka or Dejan Kulusevski? And this is the reasoning here. Kulusevski at the beginning of the season had a very, very nice start. Saka had quite a humble start to the beginning of the season. As the season, grew, Saka grew into the season, and then Dejan Kulusevski, with that kind of injury, a little bit dropped off, just slightly. So, if you want to go with the overall performance, I think, I don't know, Kulusevski maybe, Saka maybe. I'm not really sure here. I don't want to commit to Saka because I know what Dejan Kulusevski is capable of, and I know what he gives to this Spurs side. But then Saka has just been a revelation for me. He's just been a revelation. So I've gone with Saka over Dejan Kulusevski. And that is my combined 11, Arsenal versus Spurs. 8 players from Arsenal and 3 from Spurs. Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Perisic, Partey, Bentancur, Martinelli, Saka, Odegaard, and Harry Kane. Let me know in the comment section, what would be your best 11? Spurs, Arsenal. What would be your best 11? No hard feelings. Be logical. You can't be deluded a little bit. Yeah, you can't be... Where it is tight, let's be deluded. Let's just be deluded. But where you can be objective, stay objective. I'll see you in the next transfer show and more of the previews for the North London Derby coming your way. See you soon.